Welcome to the back to the channel, guys. It's me, Morph. This is Morph Life, and today, it's the first episode of the podcast that I'm gonna be doing, called the Hussle Speaks. Why? Because the hustle is always speaking. If you're not hustling, we're gonna know. If you're doing it, we're gonna know.
Exactly.
Either way, whatever you're doing, it's gonna speak for itself. Today I'm joined by my brother,
Star of the show.
the star of the show, as he likes to say it. Final Flash filmer, my boy Riz.
Man like Riz.
Man like Riz. Because he's man like, you know what I'm saying? Man like Riz.
Man like Riz.
American Dragon.
I think this is a...
Yo!
Hey, that was a
remember
sick
that?
show. That was a sick show.
American Dragon, no, I'm not sure.
It's American Dragon. This is not comedy though. It's serious.
I produced that. So.
Serious. Yeah, I thought it would be good to have on this first episode because we all have
Because I'm a hustler.
different. We're all very different from one another in a lot of ways. We all have our own individual hustle.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk a little bit about that. Do you guys have anything to say so far?
Let's get it started.
Yeah. So what the podcast is about? Again, it's about people hustling. So essentially, I'm gonna be getting people on each week, just talk about their hustle, and we have a communication about what they've been doing.
I like that.
Yeah, man. It's from career-wise to personal battles to just their journey from where they were maybe 3 months ago to now. It's not just about career. Do you know what I mean?
Ooh, I like that. That's it.
Because I know the glow ups and the glow downs.
Yeah, man. Because I know a lot of people who have
Salt there. Sorry, yeah. No,
two hands, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
Two hands,
Sprinkle
bro.
the salt, man.
Yeah, man. Because I know a lot of people have been doing like a lot of things, and it's because it's not creative or big job. It's like they think it's not a hustle, but yeah, man. It's a lot of different things.
We're sponsored by, I'm joking,
Lemon juice.
you have to hit us up to get the sponsor.
Yeah,
For
man.
now it's just lemon juice.
My email's in the description.
Exclusive.
But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. What do you lot define as a hustle?
Hustle. Working hard to achieve the things that you love. Make them happen, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be for financial gain or personal gain
Yeah.
or gain of your family
Yeah.
and friends.
Yeah.
Just making your life better in whatever way you can. I think that's just hustling.
Yeah, I hear that. What about you?
Hustling. Don't be lazy. That's a one thing there. Like a lot of people say that they talk and they do all this business and that, and they're all lazy and that. Well, you can talk a lot, but again,
Hey, why are you acting me like that, bro?
No. But I'm just saying, no. But you know what? A lot of people, you know what? I'm not. No, I know, because then you know I'm gonna lie. I'm like that too. But
Quick a lot, man. Drama.
when I look at myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do these things, and then I'm like, yo,
Yeah, man.
have
That's
you actually done it. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually where I got,
hustle takes a lot of effort, and it takes physical action and a lot of
that's what I got the idea from, sort of like that. But personally, one, because I know a lot of people been saying a lot of things to me for years. Just to put an example, some guy said to his dad he went to start a job. His dad went, I will fund everything. Find a place to do it, to set it up, and I will fund everything. This don still hasn't even started looking. That's just to explain it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then he's also the same type of guy to come to me and my other brethren and say about how he wants to do this and that. I tell him, do some more things to start. Like this man will spend bills on stupid shit like alcohol and weed a week, bro.
He's not connecting the dudes in the universe, man.
100. Shouts to those who know the videos from. But yeah, so that's where I got the idea. Because me myself, man, I've been I've said a lot of things, and it took me a long time to actually, like even this YouTube thing. It was a long time ago. I was supposed to start it. But now it's just about, you know what, yeah. If you're working, you're working. If you're not, that's fine. But just do it in your own time, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, what is your hustle? What do you hope to? Some of the things you hope to achieve.
So I want to get abs.
Are you gonna finish your sentence, bro?
I wish I had abs.
I wish I had.
One day, it's winter in there.
One day, yeah, it's winter, man. Like, you know what I'm saying. But my main thing is photography. You know, hope to become a photographer one day. Speaking it into the universe, connecting the dudes. You know what I'm saying. Music photography, especially. You know what I'm saying. I want to go on tour, travel the world, take photos, and yeah, that's my thing, man.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What about yourself?
Me, I'm a
Yeah.
chef.
Chef.
I'm not talking about them jillings. I'm not talking about my chef. I'm
Proper
talking about
chef.
proper chef.
Proper chef.
Because I like
Kinda
cooking,
chef.
innit?
The real bad boy chefs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The ones who can cook, fam.
The
Yeah.
curry powder chefs.
Yeah. I
The
like
garlic
garlic
and onion
taste.
powder chef.
Which I've got to say, over the past, I've learned to cook like about a year or two ago. But over the past few months, I've been like actually cooking.
Yeah, man.
It
Kitchens
makes
are
you feel
best,
like
man.
a bad man.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Yeah,
you're
man.
bad.
you ain't ever had Riz's eggs though.
What?
The eggs, bro. This
Which
guy
eggs?
man, you made eggs for me. Okay, wait, let's pause.
Eggs?
You made eggs for everyone that time, you know what I'm saying? That time we were in Coventry, bro. You made the
Oh,
breakfast.
bro, that
You
was a
made the
stir fry. Man said eggs, you know. I was there.
Nah,
I
you
was
made
like,
eggs
when
for
did that?
breakfast, bro.
Oh,
You made the
eggs.
stir fry for dinner, the eggs for breakfast.
Shout out to all my peoples in Coventry.
That's when I realized, yo, this guy ain't chatting shit. You know, you can actually do
yeah,
things in the kitchen.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
that's a goal to.
I've got to
That's
say-
a hustle, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Everyone's got loads of.
Why
different
why
hustles.
do you want to be a chef though? Like, what is it about cooking that
You know when you do something, yeah, and you want to get a reaction from someone's face, and then you wanna see
Me and my
really
YouTube
truly,
videos.
yeah, exactly. You know,
Mm,
like
yeah.
exactly like that, yeah. You know when you do them things and when you see someone, you're like, when they smile, and you're like, ah, you know what? That is exactly what I'm looking for. That's some
Yeah.
goals. There,
yeah,
man.
that's sick. That's
And
actually sick.
if I could sell that, and I can get everyone to appreciate it, bro.
Good.
That's,
Would you
that's,
say-
that's hustle, innit? You know.
Would you say you're passionate about it as well?
Not really, because you know when all of us got our own lives, innit? And they do. And like in terms of the hustle, a lot of it is silent. Like, you ain't gonna really know exactly
I
what.
was saying like,
But you're still passionate about
You're
it.
passionate about cooking. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
you
that's what I'm
love to
saying.
do
Yeah,
it.
it's like you might not look at me like, because a lot of people be like, what? This brother here, like look at him,
Yeah,
like, what do you do? You look like you do road and that. I get a lot of that. You
I
know,
get a lot of that as
sometimes
well.
when you dress like,
Same.
why you do that? Because I know a lot of people. I've met some people and they're like, oh yeah, I'm a what was them people? I've seen some brothers that I've met from uni, yeah, and they're like they do maths in uni. I'm like, you do maths, and you're like, shut up, you don't even know your fucking times tables. And like, so that's that, but it's like, I'm not saying that you can't do it if you have a certain image, but again, everyone has their own lives and that.
I think
and you craft it, and a lot of the shit that you do when you hustle, everything is all behind
Yeah, I think-
closed doors, and it's everything that you do. You only know how well you're doing until you
Yeah.
actually do it. So,
But I think that's the part of the hustling and crafting and whatever you're doing is the
yeah.
fact that you can go to bed at night knowing that even if it fails, you tried your best. But
Yeah,
more
yeah.
importantly as well, like no one can say otherwise because you know what's good.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, everyone can have their preconceived notions about who you are as an individual.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like me, a lot of people don't get just a lot of people have been recently been supporting me, but there's a lot of people also have their little shitty comments. You know what I mean?
The haters, man.
But at the end of the day,
We're chatting about this as well, aren't
yeah, we did. We were chatting about it earlier. But it's like at the end of the day, I know that what I'm doing, like for example, people say, "Oh, this and that," but I know what I'm doing in the back. Do you know what I mean? And no one can see it.
What are you doing in the back?
I'm grafting, hustling, cuz.
Yeah, real thing.
Bro, you see these videos, ain't easy, you know.
That's the thing. A lot of people want to do it, but they ain't got the guts. to do it. So
Like you see
obviously
a lot of like
it's,
I've learned this when I started, but bruv, like this, like obviously timing is a bit difficult. When I'm getting people on, we all have to be free for that time. It's not just whatever day we're bothered. By myself, it's different, isn't it? But even by myself or with them, like it's a few videos done back to back to back. Do you know what I mean? And then it's editing and making sure you find the right thumbnails, making sure you find the right titles, like along with setup. Like I go backwards and forwards with just a bunch of equipment in my backpack, fam. Like it's not to say it's hard. I'm not gonna say it's not easy. Rather, it's not to say that it's like, oh my gosh, I dread doing it. It's not a labouring job. It's not difficult like that, but it's a challenge, especially when you don't know what you're doing. Like I'm starting this from scratch, bro. Like I'm learning as I go. It's not one of the things I've been editing for years and I'm doing it now or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think for me personally, I think it's as long as you're passionate about it, because hustle sometimes it could just be a hobby. Like you go do your 9 to 5.
One
you
more
go,
thing as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
You gotta find it fun, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get
As
into.
long as is it?
Yeah.
Go
So,
on,
because I was gonna say, like, I know a couple people I've been doing it, who I've actually got on the podcast. They talk to me about how they go to work and they don't necessarily enjoy their job. They want to do something different with their job, but when in their free time they find something that they're extremely passionate about and they'll work hard to get better and do better. and to get something from it. And it's not about financial and living off of it, but something to get their mind right. Like, that's why I created this podcast, because I know a lot of people had, let's say, battles with mental health, battles with image, battles with career, battles with money, battles with all sorts of different things. Like, I've met everyone in this world. Like, I met millionaires and I've met people who are dead broke. Do you know what I mean? And I think the hustle is about people who are just looking to better themselves. It's not about trying to be the next rich man. It's about sometimes, yeah, you're happy with your 9 to 5, but you're hustling in something else to make yourself better.
Exactly.
Whether it be, like, for example, a lot of people say, oh yeah, like a lot of girls saying, you need to get me this and get me that. But the fact of the matter is, there's no better man than one who, regardless of how much money he gets, this guy puts in effort to make sure his family's taken care of. And I say man, girl as well, do you know what I mean? Whoever it is, man or woman, there's no excuses. Like, especially those who want to scream independence and they want to do this for themselves, there's no excuses no more, fam. Like, everyone, like, I saw this thing with, do you know Mitch? That Don, he's on Halfcast quite a few times.
Money making.
Yeah. And he had Steve-O on Steve the Madman. Shout out Steve-O, by the way. Enfield Don, come on.
Why are you baiting him out, bro?
What do you mean, man?
We don't bait out there.
It's alright. You ain't said door number anyways. It's calm, isn't it? It's ends, isn't it?
Well, I said one of the biggest boroughs in London. Wow. Anyways, as I was saying, he had them on, innit?
I live in
podcast.
You appreciate it.
I don't even live in Enfield, so it's fine. He had him on the podcast, and the guy was saying, like, essentially there is excuses, like, you have excuses, and they're fine, but it's what you do with the excuses. So essentially, he said when he started out, he couldn't afford a better phone, and because his account was his IP address was blocked to go on Instagram and shit, he had to basically figure out different ways to get started. And it's like, there's excuses, but it's what are you gonna let that excuse stop you? Like, people are choosing excuses over execution, and it's not the way, because at the end of the day, cool, you can't afford a bit of equipment. You got something, bruv. If
you saw this setup.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna wait till that day. You see the setup now. No one can see this right now. But when you see the setup and you see the setup later, bro,
you saw the setup.
You see the glow.
It's gonna be worth it.
Like,
we started.
We
don't let social media.
We've got pictures. We've got pictures. We've got videos, like, of the setup. We've got everything. Like, one day I'll do a side by side comparison to show you how even just living situations. You know what I mean?
Bro, talking about social media. Another thing is, a lot of people are just performative with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, exactly.
Like, they'll be like, they'll go on Insta, like, perfect. I don't wanna, stereotype, but a perfect example. You know them girls, or men as well, that go to the gym and they spend the entire time taking selfies, bro.
Yeah, some mad things.
It's like, we know you ain't actually doing nothing, man. You're just in the gym taking selfies. That's performative. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can go on Insta and make it look like you're doing it.
And that's just one little bit of hustle that people only see on social media. It's a big topic to talk about.
That's why the people who are really hustling, you're not gonna see. 99% of their work, you won't see it.
You ain't seeing it.
For those who know me, fam, like, who've seen a bit of the behind the scenes so far, bro, do you know how many takes I took just to do one video, or how long I spent, like, changing up, or I don't like this, I don't like that, like, from how my camera's placed, from how it sounds to the video quality to how it's edited, whatever. It's a flipping process.
Let's just say my hard drive went from 0 to like 4 in a week, bro.
100.
And in a week, it's videos everywhere.
And the fact of the matter is as well is that it's like, for all those who know me, I don't post on socials like that. No, I post what I need to post. I say what I need to say, but I don't.
You need to though. You need to.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, you need to. Photography and that.
But yeah, because personally, I know I've had those moments of stopping myself, and I've kind of realised, even through the struggle, sometimes you just gotta go, like,
it's human nature to procrastinate.
Shouts back row G with his new tune, but enough is enough. Yeah, sometimes you need to wake up. Enough is enough. Like, I got asked, because for me, this is where I deeped it. I was stacking shelves at Waitrose. I went to work. It was a night shift. I'm waking up dead in the evening to go out my house to go stack shelves for Waitrose of all places. Like, I don't even shop at Waitrose. I'm just deep in.
You know, that's mad.
I'm stupid. How am I gonna go to work? Stack it. Like, how do I wake up? How do people spend years there wake up being happy to be there? I'm just like, I can do this. I can make this a temporary thing, or I can make this a permanent thing.
Yeah.
That leads to another thing.
Yeah.
No. You know what happened to me though? I was 16, bro. I got a full-time job, dropped out of college, and then I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm making money. At 16, you know, at 16, I was making over $1,000 a month, and I ain't paying shit at home. So I was bare like, I was sick. Everyone was telling me. I remember back in the day, everyone was telling me, yeah, man, this is rich, man. He's even got a car and that. I'm driving and that. I'm like, when I look at that now, I'm like, bro, I can't even afford to fucking
it's like
for transport.
Kind of like, what do you look back at? Like, for example, like it's kind of like, I think like me, like you got those things at 16, but then you look back at it like.
No, I look back at it. No, I don't
gassed
have
it
them.
up.
Yeah. I gassed it up.
Even if you got it, it's like it's not enough to get to the next level.
I think it's when you know when you're hustling, and then when there's people telling you, yeah, you're this, they big you up and they give you an ego. I feel like it's important to understand what ego is, because at the end of the day, because in 10 years' time, only time will tell how much you've actually done for yourself and how much you want. Because, bro, I'm telling you, bro, hustle. Yeah, no, you know what? No, this is a good movement, because there's going to be a lot of people that might not watch this, but that need to watch this. Bro, because there's going to be a lot of shit that you can talk about on social media that people don't talk about on social media, and people don't. There's a lot of people I know. You're chilling on your phone, you're laying in bed. You're telling yourself, you're telling other people, you're telling your boyfriend, your girlfriend.
You're watching this video.
Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and
go
to the gym.
Yeah,
you're watching this video, telling yourself lies about how you're gonna grow up tomorrow, but then tomorrow comes and you're thinking, why didn't I do?
I work
then 10 years later,
I can't do it anymore.
Then 10 years later, you're gonna be looking back. Why didn't I start 15 years ago?
Yeah.
But what were you about to say? I was about to say you're talking about stacking shelves at Waitrose. You don't even shop there. Yeah. The last thing I want to do in my life is work for a place that I can't afford. Like, I'm thinking about, them retail workers at Gucci. Imagine you're working 12 hours a day, however long the shift is, at Gucci. You can't even afford it, bro. What kind of life is that?
No, exactly.
Do you know what, for me, it's more like, because for all those who worked at the flipping warehouse I was working in, summer 2020, which was also Waitrose, they always asked to do overtime. And I'm just thinking, I got to a point like, I'm not doing overtime for no one other than myself. Like, we always put in overtime because our manager asked me as if we're contracted to do overtime. Like, we can say no. They're like, oh yeah, we willingly do overtime for other people where we're not even seeing the profit of that overtime. Do you know what I mean? Like, in Waitrose, I would get X amount from 10 to 6, yeah? But then that extra hour overtime wouldn't be premium no more because it was night shift. And I would actually be making less money in that hour than I did all other hours. And I'm thinking, I'm doing overtime. Essentially, that hour that I'm spending there, I could go home, sleep, wake up 1 hour earlier, and have 1 hour extra in my day to do something. You know what I mean? That's how I think about it. And not also, yeah, go on.
Let's stop so I can check the camera. We cut this in it.
Yeah, you can cut it up in it.
Just make sure it's working.
Why is this?
Also, yeah, stop doing this, bro. I noticed you do that bare, like you're fidgeting, fam.
Oh, my nose is itchy now. There's people.
Itching now, innit?
Relax.
Nah,
Take a deep.
I'm not even nervous, bro.
Alright.
I already, yeah. I had to little thing.
Nothing.
I like this. I like this where it's gonna go though. I feel like, you know what, and this is gonna be in it, right?
Yeah.
So everything that you're talking about and having a channel for this kind of stuff, a lot of people watch a lot of stuff on social media, and everything is just banter or jokes, like. And then when you come off that, when you've had a little bit of fun, what are you really doing? And you know what, I'm gonna think about this as well. You know, what are you really doing? Because at the end of the day, what's up?
Nothing, that's fucking up, but carry on.
Yeah, it's fine, we don't do that.
Yeah, carry on.
What are you really doing? Like, because at the end of the day, doesn't matter what you're doing, at least you're doing something. It matters. Because at the end of the day, the stuff that you're doing, that's your goal. That you're heading towards. You don't know it yet until you actually start making that move.
I think the best advice that I can give to anyone, I heard this for all those who know Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. They have a podcast called All the Smoke, and they had a guy called Sean King there, and they said like, if there's anything you can say for youngers like anywhere, what the best thing to like do, he's like, just do something, just start. Don't worry about 10 years, just start, do something, and make sure, because it's not even about post something out, it's about what you do. It took me 2 months to get all of this set up, and now I've got the next 6 months plus ready. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying video wise, but I'm saying in terms of plans and things I've got coming. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but that's why this podcast is like.
And in months, I've got people ready to work. like on my second channel, the big productions, I've got people ready to work, like Riz, like Paulo, ready to work. I've got video ideas ready for time, and I'm still adding to it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's also one of those things that I also want to do this podcast as a chance to hold people accountable, hold me accountable.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Look at it, hold yourselves accountable. Because I got people
Start
that
a movement, bro.
But you know what? That's what I was gonna say. Because like, look at this, yeah. If you look at this, I'm not gonna add them.
Yeah.
But if you look at this, yeah, there's an Instagram and YouTube videos and all of these IGTV about these entrepreneurs, yeah. So if you look at that, look how much it gets. Look how many people follow that stuff, yeah. And people watch these, yeah. So you rather watch people that are up in the stars and that and high up and that, but you don't want to listen to people that are grinding. And I feel like this is gonna relate to a lot of.
That's why I'm doing it, because I'm not gonna lie to you. You need to. Another thing to say as well. We're not doing this. We have. Let's say this. We ain't living great.
Minus 10p in my bank account.
We ain't living great.
Minus the overdraft. I got paid by a credit card company that I still owe. They gave me money. I spent their money. They gave me more money that I still need to pay them back.
That's how they trap people.
And then exactly. And then when I've paid them back with their money through my account, I'm not gonna go through that process. I'm still left with zero in my account. So it's like, brother, what am I really doing, man?
Man's walking 12 miles.
That makes you deep.
I'm not saying you hustle to have fun, yeah, because a lot of people get this interpretation of when you hustle, as soon as you make that bit of cash or that goal that you've made, I'm gonna spend it. I remember what it was like. I was making peas. I was making peas at a young age, and then what happened? I spent like four bags on a holiday. Look where it got me. It got me a fucking. It got me nowhere, bro.
Bro, it's like because I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I listen to a lot of these old school rappers. Yeah, just listen to their bars. Like even I forgot what the bars like, but Nine's saying something about like how you got this and that, but you don't even have a lease, bro. You never like. You're basically 30 years old. And you've got nothing to your name. You're living in your mummy's yard. Cool. You've got a nice drip when you were 20. You had a nice Balenciagas when you were 20. But now 10 years later, what do you have to show for it? Do you know what I mean? Like all of you in uni,
Balenciagas are crusty now.
Like all of you,
and you can't afford new ones.
All of you in uni saying, "I'm gonna spend my student funds on this and that." Save it. Spend it on the essentials. You want extra money to spend on your bullshit? Go to work. Make that money. Shall I tell you why? You learn. Oh, but it's hard. This and that. Don't tell me it's hard. I was going to college and doing 2 jobs, bro. Don't tell me it's hard.
Yeah. End of the day, yeah. No matter what grind you're doing, even if
I know people who were doing much more. Do you know what I mean? But this is why I'm doing it. It's for people like me who are just starting out or who have got a little bit to show for it,
or that need the advice,
or who needs
to hear it.
Who needs to be on this to kind of believe in themselves. Because a lot of people, I know a lot of people, a lot of good ideas, a lot of passion, but they don't use it.
And you're hearing it from someone relatable as well.
Yeah, like some guy told me once about like his English essay when he was in school, and he's saying this like it was about like a thing called the $1 billion graveyard, and like it was a sick concept because basically saying, look how rich a graveyard is because so many people die with their ideas, and these ideas, you know, like you can risk it all and it could be flipping, you could be flying off to like mad peace tomorrow.
That's the thing though, because like imagine there's 8 billion people on Earth, yeah. You're gonna have at least one sick original idea in your life. You can't tell me like you're just gonna like everything is gonna be the same. You're gonna have at least one idea, bro, because you're different. But the thing is, 99% of people will never follow that idea, and that's why a lot of people are working jobs that they don't like. That type of stuff. It's not because they ain't got the ideas. It's because they ain't.
Yeah, that's why
not pushing themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's the hustle.
That's why
that is the hustle.
My DT teacher, he said one more thing.
Yeah. Don't believe what you see on social media. That's it. That's what that, bro. I'm just saying because you know what, I see a lot of them things there. Yeah, like people are still saying that.
But speaking of social media,
what you need to show on social media is what
speaking of social media, man. The Hussle Speaks. Yeah, I say we should start a trend. Everyone show what you're working on. But we want to see the work, not just the just the little product that you do. We want to see the work.
They'll definitely
behind the scenes.
They'll definitely see
the behind the scenes. That's what we want to see, and we want to see you hashtag that. You know what I'm saying?
If you do it,
the Hussle Speaks hashtag that. We want to see the behind the scenes. If you want to see the B-Tech setups,
we'll share it. If you want, we'll help you. We can work together, bruv. Like one thing I want to do as well,
because you'll meet people on the same.
Is at the end of every video. At the end of every video, for those who have anything creative, that like a song or a photo or video, I'll put a little clip of it at the end to showcase it so that people can see you. And it's a matter of us working together to build something. Do you know what I mean?
It's a networking platform.
And because it's this, especially this podcast, is built to help people grow. So that I've got these two on today. I want 6 months later, if they're still doing the same shit, if not worse, at them. If I'm not consistent, I say once a week. If I'm not consistent and I don't have an actual legitimate reason, at me. Do you know what I mean?
But we don't want to see like the little mirror selfies in the gym. We want to see you lifting that PR. You get
the
me?
weights. We want
to see you lifting the weights, not the mirror selfie. We want to see the work.
Because one thing my DT teacher told me when I was young, he said, we were like, obviously it was DT in it, so we were designing. He's like, oh, we can't do better. He's like, nothing is perfect, therefore there's always room for improvement. Because
there's no 10
you can never reach perfection. So therefore there is always a way. You can never reach that top, but you can always just improve it just a little bit. There's always something.
Look, imagine if Jay-Z, he reached that first platinum album and he said, oh shit, I've done my thing, I'm good. Nah, he decided like, fam, I could do better, and look where he is now, and he's still doing more. He's still doing more every single day.
I've got a question for you, lot. What is stopping you? And I'm talking legitimate procrastination. What is stopping
myself
from actually achieving? Like, is there anything to that says that you can't do it?
Procrastination.
So basically, nothing.
There's nothing saying that I can't.
Nothing
do it.
Official. It's yourself.
It's yourself. It's the excuses that you build.
It's not phone.
That's a dangerous weapon. It's both a sick weapon. You can do a lot, but at the same time, if you use it the wrong way,
get off. Yeah, exactly. Get off your damn phone. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I've spoken to a lot of people, and I wanted to go for myself. I started reading.
Yeah,
I still got 8 books in my room that I haven't read yet, but I finished 2. Like, so I've got 10. I've probably got roughly 10 in total, and I've finished 2. And it's the fact that when I was on my grind reading, I wasn't reading. I don't read fiction because I don't have that creativity mind. I read non-fiction where it's about. I read a lot about neurology and stuff like that, and history, and it makes me a better person to know that I can achieve something that
you're learning from other real people.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like when you even a small hustler that everything that you do is always going to be a hustle because there's going to be things that you know factually that a lot of people don't, and a lot of people don't care about the stuff. But that's the thing.
That's why
focus on yourself, innit?
I've got coming up, and I've had a few people who on the podcast that are sick that I've been doing bits. One of them.
You'll see who it is.
Trust me, it's exciting one. He's the epitome of. He's actually one of the people that inspired me to just fucking do it.
He's one of the people that made me realize why did I go to uni?
No, because you know what?
Uni's a good thing.
Uni.
I'm not actually this.
Just not for myself. You know what I'm saying?
We need to make it clear though. When we say hustle, it's whatever. Like it's what works for you. It's what you're passionate about.
Everyone's different. Everyone's different.
Because we're not doing anything with our uni. But I know a couple people, I hope to get them on soon as well, who are banging out uni. Their goal is to get uni because what they want to do requires uni. It's a different perspective, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about what you want. Don't think, like, for those who dropping out of college or university and your mum and dad are chatting shit to you, especially if you dropped out for a purpose because you want to do something else with your life, only bit of advice is, let them chat shit. Take the bullshit and all the shit chatting for a couple of years. When you go, mum, here's some keys to your new house, they won't say nothing no more because they might not understand it, but they're gonna be like, shit. Like you need to believe in yourself. It's hard. Motivation. That's the hardest thing because we as humans are designed to give up. Essentially, I could tell both of them they're looking good, they're smart. They're gonna go places and they're gonna be like, yeah, but they can't look in the mirror and tell that to themselves. That's the biggest issue you face. But you gotta bear in mind, these two and me towards them, I'm not seeing all the times they're at home by themselves, in doubt, not being able to sleep, stressed out, in doubt about what they're gonna do with their life. They're not seeing me struggle. They're not seeing me like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? You guys aren't seeing me struggle with editing because when the video comes out, it's out. And it comes out when I say it's going to go out, but you don't see everything behind that. And it's the same thing with yourselves. Like, no one sees everything behind that. So we're the only people who see 100% of our own life.
Ooh, you know what?
Know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
This upcoming few videos.
Yo, you need
know what?
You need an explosion for
I
that.
got some stories to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need story time.
Brother,
Trust
I
me.
got-
Make that thing. Story time with
I
this.
got stories.
I think we're probably gonna.
I got stories to tell.
Listen, we're probably gonna cut it out here. That's for a different day. fam.
Yeah, that's it's definitely for a different day. 'Cause
But yeah.
you know what? I'm not. Yeah, we can't say everything because obviously we don't want.
Nah, this is just the intro. This is just to let you know what to expect.
Yeah,
I like that.
I love having banter.
I like that.
For all that don't know me, and not every podcast gonna be as serious. Like there's gonna be more banter.
This is the
moments.
only time this guy talks real shit is on this podcast.
100.
Outside of that, it's bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and I want everyone to know as well. How I am in videos is actually how I am in real life.
100%.
Like,
actually no different.
if you were to film my entire life, you'd just see the most stupid shit. But
Man, you should see this guy at parties, man.
yeah, but yeah, man. Like, you're the only one who sees
You
everything.
don't want
so,
to see me at parties.
Yo, these guys at parties, dangerous. Dangerous.
Hey, everyone loves me, man.
Dangerous.
I'm not going.
They
Get my Hennessy.
I don't go to parties.
Hey, when that,
Yeah, I don't party.
when that Hennessy bottle starts
Yeah.
shrinking,
Come on, no
yeah,
parties, no parties.
when you take a full bottle and you're like,
Man,
yo,
some
where's
girl
my
not-
bottle? Where's my bottle? It's gone.
Hey, there's a girl who
Please,
owes me
man.
a Hennessy bottle. She stole it, but that's a story
You're
for a
out
different day. Anyways, yeah, success is built in the dark. You're the only one who sees everything.
This guy's coming up with a quiz
Come on,
today,
bruv.
man.
Listen.
What?
Whatever you do, just be passionate about it. If you have anyone who you would like to see on this, because it's also built for people you might not know to see a deeper insight into who they are, why they do it. Like, we're gonna find out why he does photography, why he does his cooking into bigger depths, and other people I've got coming on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot more than what we just said.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
people. There's a lot more to say.
more
There's a lot of people I know doing
Hey.
amazing.
I want to see you start the trend.
What?
The Hussle Speaks hashtag.
This will be.
Hustle,
No, I'm
start the
not
trend.
gonna lie.
BTS.
We watch too much success and a lot of people we don't fucking care about,
Mm.
and it's
Like,
my
why do I need
language.
to know what Bill Gates is doing?
But
man?
exactly,
He's
but-
way out of my league, bro.
I feel like a lot of you people that do watch this, that do relate to this stuff that we will talk
Yeah.
about, if we have a platform where everyone can discuss the same things and meet, all it is energy. And
Yeah,
then
for
Good energy.
For
good
all of
energy,
those-
good energy,
for all of those as well who
good energy.
have anyone you'd like to see on it, shout me out. Try to sort something out. If you guys think you got doing something and you'd like to be on it, share your side, your story. Shout me. I'm willing to accept anyone as long as you're working. It's not about how big or small you are. It's about are you working or not. That's what I care about. If you're not working, work and then show me that you're working. I don't want slackers over here because that's not what the podcast is. I don't want the podcast to get a representation of people who aren't on job. I want people who are doing
It's
things.
for everyone, and it's for it's for anyone that slacks.
Now I'm
But
talking
when you're
on
watching
the show.
it, oh right. But if anything, for this as well, that
For you're
we put
watching-
all the slackers, and then watch everyone
is-
that is successful that does watch this. Bro.
This is
We're
for everyone
coming for
watching
you.
it, but
We're
I'm talking about
coming for you. Sorry, I do that a lot.
Energy, bro.
yeah, I'm talking about those who are on here. You gotta be working. You don't have to make major steps on socials. It's just about what you know you're doing. You have a story to tell. I'm here. That's what it's here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, share it.
Links in the
Actually
description.
share it and let me know what you guys thought because this is meant to build people up.
Yeah.
Tell us about your struggles.
And what you
And
gonna
listen,
do?
don't
What's your
tell
aim?
me-
What's your goals?
Don't tell me about people don't want you to this and that. People don't want you in their industry. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you in the industry. Build your fucking own industry. That's what it's about. That's what we're doing here. That's what the Hussle Speaks is. That's what Morph Life is. That's what Rich Soul is. There's nothing else to say. That's what Final Flash Films and a couple other people. Chef Riz, a couple of people we know.
Might be
Shouts
music,
them.
You never know. I'm not joking.
Shouts to all the people that have been on the podcast and are coming on the podcast because they know they're working and they've got some. Like generally, you wouldn't even know they're working unless you ask them,
You know what there's left to do?
and that's the beautiful thing about it. But
You know what there's left to do?
what?
Drop a bomb in the volcano. Let's
Nuke.
go.
Hey,
We out of here.
peace out.